Boy, we serve an awesome God, don't we? What a beautiful song that is. Yeah, I was told to give a short testimony, but I don't know. I can talk about the love of our Jesus Christ for hours. So, I was born. I became a sinner. God fixed it. Any questions? And in conclusion, no. All seriousness, all joking aside, I sure love the Lord. I'm so glad that He found this lost soul. This has been, Easter's always been a special time for us. We lost a daughter the day before Easter. And that was 18 years ago. But God sure fills the heart and the soul with when you lose something that special. He does fill it after your grieving time and when you let Him. So, but I did not grow up in the church. I did not at all. The only time that I ever went to church was for funerals or weddings. I do remember when I was a little kid, my mother brought me to church, to a Catholic church one time that I remember, and the only thing I can remember is dodging the water from the scepter, from the scepter that he was trying to bless everybody with. So that's totally my experiences in church. So I grew up in biker clubs and things and just in the world. I was enjoying life. Everything that I had, I was enjoying life, working on airplanes, doing things, moving from here to there and doing the things that I loved. And everything. So why would I need anything else, right? But deep in your soul, there's something that is searching, that you're searching for. And I can remember on one of my drunk nights, I come home and I put a car in the ditch. And it was only about a mile from the house, not even a mile from the house. I could see our house from the things. I had 3 children then, real small babies. And I can remember having to get out of the car and walk to my house to wake up my wife to get the truck to pull that thing out so I wouldn't get a ticket or get a things or anybody would find out. But that bothered me so much that I had to leave my kids in that room, even though they were so far, not very far away. It bothered me so much in my heart that I had to do that. And I didn't remember that then, but later on I remembered. I said, God, something's got to change. And it did. A few weeks later, I got a job offer at another place. That could be, only from God. It was $10,000 more a year back in the day than I was making. Well, why wouldn't I change that, And it was less hours, less stress, and everything else. Well, that brought me into contact with Kurt and Marilyn. And Kurt and Marilyn said, well, why don't you come to church with us? And I can remember telling them, I said, that church will fall down if I go into it. I can remember saying that. And so we accepted, and I came, me and my wife came to church. And it was a musical at that time, so, it was kind of different, not what I was ever used to, singing like that in church or anything, so it was totally something different for me. So I kept coming back and kept coming back. Then I got real confused. I started praying a little bit here and there and learning a little bit here and there. I went to Sunday schools and things, and it's still, something's really missing and everything. So I remember praying to the Lord. I says, Lord, I've got way too much earthly influence in me right now. I need to know without a shadow of a doubt that you're real. Well, a week later, I caught this hand in a conveyor belt. It put these 3 fingers 1/4 of an inch thick. And when I went to the hospital and I showed the nurse got faint. And I said, wait a minute, I need your help here. So she's going, oh, I got to do this. I got to, come with me. So she takes me, we got to get x-rays and everything. So we went back in this little room, and it was just a little room, put my hand up on the things, on the bench there, and she went running off. Well, about that time, the pain started coming in. The pain had not come into my hands yet. And I mean, it was coming in at I was in convulsions. I mean, I was jerking and I was hurting. And I mean, it was just all of a sudden coming on hard and strong. And I can just remember, oh Lord, I need your help. I need to get through this. And as soon as I said those words, a calming came over my body that I'd never felt in my life. I mean, it just calmed me completely down. And I went, oh, praise the Lord, I believe. I believe. So then I started studying, learning, and everything, and how a newborn Christian has to learn and everything, and how to talk right, how to do the things right, and still mess up every so often, and ask for the God for forgiveness. But I'll tell you what, if you let him into your heart, you will not be sorry. The only thing that I am sorry for, I didn't do it in my earlier years. So praise the Lord.